So we went on accelerator, we walked up here, and Gold Rush were out of service. We came up here to meet Steph, and when we got up here, it were out of order. So I was a bit gutted, and I thought, oh damn. And as we came out of the toilet, literally as we came out, which the toilets are only there, and they're really cool because the track runs around the toilets. But while we were in the toilets, or while Steph were in the toilets, she came out, and as she came out, they removed the maintenance sign. They just reopened the ride. So we literally ran down this queue area, straight onto the ride. Now, the interesting thing about it is there's all this theming. So the roller coaster actually goes into this building. The toilets are the themed the same. So the toilet's like inside the ride area, and they're part of the theming, and it's really cool in that way. So we rushed down onto it. Literally, one cart went, they let us go into the loading bay, that cart went, and then we're on. So we felt really lucky with this, because this is a brand new roller coaster. It opened just last month, like 4 weeks ago. And there were absolutely no queue. That just doesn't happen. So it goes 17 metre off the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen,
its track length is 593 metres, but it actually goes 810 because the track swaps twice, which is an incredible experience. It is such a clever ride.
failure to secure loose items might result in driving stuff.
It is such a clever ride. It takes you to the top of a loader. Like I said, that's the highest it goes is 17 metres. Its top speed's 37 metres. And it is such a smooth ride. Quite often you get on these rides and they're not that smooth, but it is super smooth. So it takes you to the top of a lift hill, it drops you off. It takes you in there, it's like, dude, you've gone the wrong way, and it's all smoking there, you can't see jack all, and then it fires you backwards. You come back round. And you know me, I hate going backwards, but it takes you back round. Straight back onto the lift hill. And at this point I'm thinking, oh my God, we're going to go down the other side of the lift hill. But as you see, the track doesn't actually go down the other side of the lift hill. Instead, what you do is you go full forward. And when it went up, I expected it's going to load you back, it's going to slow you down, and then it's going to ease you back into the loading station, but it doesn't. It fires you out, you go back into there, and then you actually come forward out of the front of that cabin. There's lots of bumps in it, lots of stomach drops. It is absolutely an amazing ride. So I'm just going to take you the rest of the queue, just so you can see the theming, and then I'll go back and find Steph, because I think she needs me to sit with her on a ride with the smaller two children. I am so chuffed that we managed to get on this ride. And then again, after I've filmed this section, I'll try and get a bit more footage of this ride, because it's been quite hard to get. But it even looks like an amazing ride. And there you go, I got to the queue, so I'm not going to walk up the rest. But inside there is very much similar to the rest of the ride. But it's brand new, it looks brand new, and it is a really, really clever ride. I was so impressed. It's not the fastest, it's not the biggest, but it is one of the cleverest rides I've ever witnessed. So that's the Gold Rush. I've just been on it, done the walk around. And like I say, it's such an incredible ride. I know I'm going on about it a lot, but I was really amazed. Behind us, we've got Sheriff Showdown. Steph, Jackson, and Ayla are on the way to do that. Lillie and Steph have gone back on. Lillie and Stacey have gone back on Gold Rush. So I'm going to wait for them to go on this Sheriff Showdown. Say it's a shooter coaster, get points to go around and stuff. Really quite fun, but very much typical. The theming's good. And I don't know what they actually call this area, but as you can tell, it's very country and western. And there is a nice bit of theming around here as well. It's something that Drayton have really nailed. So Steph and Lil went back to go on Gold Rush but they're a massive queue, and I thought it would shut down again, but it hadn't shut down. What had actually happened is there were a guy that had bought a pass, and I was looking at the fast pass passes like I was saying earlier, and the structure's really weird. There's 3 different levels. One that's like 24 per person, pound, and it admits you to 3 rides on the fast pass. There's another one that does more rides, and then there's a £100 per person one. And out of all 3 passes, the only one that gets you onto all of the rides is the £100 a person one, £99 a person. So if you pay £24 to go on 3 ride fast passes, you still don't get on Gold Rush and the other new and big roller coaster. So that is really disappointing. And what had occurred is this guy had bought a pass, it got to Gold Rush, and he kicked off. And because he was kicking off, they had to wait 15 minutes while security sorted it out. Personally, if you're kicking off at something like that, as long as it's been explained right, if he's kicking off, get him off site. He's wasting everyone else's time, you know. But I'm sure they handled it well. I don't know, I weren't there. So yeah, if the Gold Rush footage weren't all that good, I do apologise. Eva were trying to run away, so I was trying to watch her and trying to catch her as well. But yeah, that's Gold Rush. I hope the footage is good enough for you. I'm going to get a little bit more footage, and then we're going to head back down the hill. I just figured while we're here, I'll show you the seats for Gold Rush. See, again, it doesn't have shoulder restraints. It says shoulder restraints, it has these lap bars. So it is a coaster, a very decent one. There isn't much room for your feet in there. I found I had to have my feet under my bum rather than in front of me. And I prefer to have my feet in front of me. I like to use the brake. Obviously, the inner brake is all in my head. But that is the carriage. And again, it's a new thing that all roller coasters. It's not new, but it is a thing that's happening more and more common. But roller coasters don't give you shoulder restraints. And again, I suppose this is actually just a runaway carriage type of coaster, albeit a big runaway carriage type of coaster. It is so much more thrill-inducing because you haven't got that false sense of security that the shoulder restraints give you. It's just a lap bar, and you feel much more free, and it does really add to the experience. Right, Lil, that was Gold Rush. What did you think?
I think it was good. I like the backwards thing. When you go in, like, there's this bomb room, and when you go in it, the first time you have to go backwards, and then you go back in it, and then the bombs have already exploded, so you go straight through it on the end ride. So I love that bit.